URMtv.
Viewers, good evening and welcome to today's URMtv news with me, Ukashawabi Magama. First, the top stories. Tinubu okes NNPCL to pay fuel subsidy. Governor Bala swear in 20 elected local government chairmen. APC calls for local government election cancellation in Bauchi and many more. Stay tuned.
URMtv.
Now the news in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the request of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to use the 2023 dividends due to the Federation to pay for petrol subsidy. This is shortly after millions of Nigerians took to the streets and protested against the VAT governance, demanding the president to restore the fuel subsidy. The president also approved the suspension of the payment of the 2024 interim dividends to the Federation to boost the oil farm cash flow. It will be recalled that during the president's swearing-in ceremony said the fuel subsidy was gone. But still, there are huge indications that the federal government is still spending billions of naira for fuel subsidy. But yesterday, an online newspaper stated that Tinubu gave Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited the nod to pay for subsidy after it complained that it had exhausted all strategies to ensure a stable supply for gasoline in the country. Nigeria's newly acquired presidential jet, a luxury Airbus valued at billions, landed at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja today. The arrival coincided with President Tinubu's schedule to trip to France. The acquisition was sparked controversy due to its high cost amid economic challenges. Despite concerns, the government defends the aircraft as essential for diplomatic and national security purposes. The jet was originally part of the legal dispute involving a Chinese fine, but was released as a goodwill gesture for the upcoming meeting between President Tinubu and French President Emmanuel Macron. The aircraft boasts high-end amenities, including a bedroom, office, and a conference room. Governor Bala Mohammed has urged the newly elected 20 local government chairmen to work closely with the state government to ensure that the benefit of democracy reach the grassroots populace. Bala Muhammad made the call at the Dr. Rilwanu Suleiman Adamu Square during the official inauguration of the newly elected local government council chairman at the government house. Administering the oath, State Chief Judge Justice Rabi Umar, Governor Bala said the party's victory in the recently concluded election is a clear manifestation of the trust the peoples of Bauchi State have in the PDP-led administration. Furthermore, the governor highlighted that granting local government autonomy allowed the PDP in the state to carefully select candidates that will handle the resources of the local council judiciously, and he solicited their support and cooperation to work in synergy with the state government to positively impact the lives of the Bauchi State electorate. Speaking on behalf of the 20 elected chairmen, the chairman of the Bauchi local government, Mahmoud Baba Maji, assured their readiness to deliver good governance to the people of their respective local governments in line with the policies and programs of Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir. The Bauchi State's strongest opposition party, the All Progressive Congress APC, has called for the cancellation of the recently concluded local government election in the state. Rabiu Garba, the party's legal advisor, made the call during a press briefing at the APC Secretariat in Bauchi. Garba, who described the election as a daylight robbery and a murder of democracy, stated that Basiak had no intention of conducting a free, fair, and credible election. He expressed that what APC witnessed during the election in all the 20 local governments was deceitful and a mockery of the innocent electorate and politicians. APC pointed out various irregularities in the concluded election, including inadequate election materials, withheld sensitive materials, a result sheet, vote allocated to PDV, absence of returning officers to make an official declaration of results, abandonment of election materials at polling units by fleeing electoral offices, and no voting in most of the polling units across the Bauchi state. The party is therefore calling for the cancellation of the election and the resignation of the state electoral chairman, Ahmad Makama, for violating the electoral laws. The lawmaker representing Toro at the Green Chamber, Honorable Ismail Haruna Dabo, appreciated the effort of their supporters by coming out en masse to vote for the party candidate despite challenges. Dabo said despite coming out with their supporters to cast vote at various polling units across Toro, unfortunately, the election materials and officials were not available, though the election was scheduled to commence at 8 a.m. Also, despite the hindrances, Dabo assured supporters that their effort and commitment to promoting democracy in Nigeria, particularly in Toro Federal Constituency, remains unwavering, saying he truly believes in free, fair and credible election for the masses to benefit. The party will convene to discuss the election process and outcome and issue a position that represents the interests of all members, saying they are law-abiding and will always be guided by law principles. Viewers, with this report, we've come to the end of today's URMtv news. But before we go, a quick look at the major stories once again. You have heard that Tinubu okays Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to pay fuel subsidy. Also, Governor Bala swear in 20 elected local government chairman. APC calls for local government election cancellation in Bauchi State. On behalf of the production crew, Muhammad M. Babson and Kabiru Aminudori, and I, Ukasha Rabiu Magama, saying do have a lovely day. And don't forget to join us on our social media platforms for more interesting news packages. Thank you.
URMtv.